The fire service for years and years have responded to automotive wrecks, automotive fires, and they've done a very effective job using water-based suppression and firefighting foam. What we've seen with battery electric vehicles is traditional technology doesn't work. Your best friend that you can use is typically water, and water is only effective for exposure protection. So if you think about a battery electric vehicle that goes into thermal runaway inside of a residence, inside of an attached garage, you have to think about your tactical priorities. At some point in time, they make blankets, EV blankets that can be placed on the car to help suppress and contain the flames. But if you think about exposure protection, if you're able to move, drag, tow that battery electric vehicle from that enclosure, from that attached garage, that would be a great thing to do. You can use water. Water is also very good for exposure protection. So maybe you're not able to put out the battery electric vehicle fire. And I'm not talking about a contents fire of the vehicle. I'm talking about the battery pack itself. But you can also use the water to protect the house, to protect the exposure. That's really the main difference. Car fires, while they're not easy to put out, we have the tools, water-based suppression, firefighting foams, to be successful. Battery electric vehicles, our traditional suppression techniques don't really work that great. And those battery electric vehicles, if they're at a full state of charge, they will have energy, they create their own oxygen, and they will continue to burn for sometimes hours, regardless of the amount of water that we apply to those fires. When the fire does go out, whether we put it out or the energy depletes itself, we have to also be aware that those fires can rekindle. So there's always going to be stranded energy inside of these battery packs. And stranded energy basically is a percentage of the battery's total capacity. Those batteries, if they have stranded energy, they can go back into thermal runaway. They can catch on fire. So a temperature indicator, a TI, or a TIC, a tick, those are also really great tools when you're loading that vehicle on the rollback to go to the salvage yard. Now, it's really important that the tow operators be as educated as the first responder community, because they will house these damaged vehicles. So a best practice is to store them inside of some type of a concrete burn, some type of an isolation chamber. But we also have to be aware of these vehicles going back into thermal runaway based upon the stranded energy these battery packs will still contain. So they can reignite not only once, not only twice, but several times before they expend their energy. So something to be aware of.